Alright guys, this video is going to be a quick summary of how to run the Q3 deep defense that has taken the community by storm recently. Now this defense was initially found and run by Rumble at the first Draft Champions tournament, and his lab partner Dubby has put this pretty much on stream recently, and since he's dominating pretty much everybody he's playing, a lot of people are starting to jack this defense. And this is a defense that truly is annoying to play against because it stops the run and also forces you to dink and dime down the field. So pretty much we're going to come out in the play that they like to run is the cover 2 sink. Now you can mix up different plays depending on what you're trying to do. The plays I personally run are cover 2 sink, 3 double buzz, man up 3 deep, cover 3, and 1 DB blitz. And we'll go ahead and explain why we do all of those. But to start, we're going to show you how to stop the run, and this is going to be out of every single one of these plays. So the main run you have to worry about is going to be inside zone. So we'll go ahead and show it against an inside zone. Now, first thing you want to do is you want to base align and show blitz. What this does is it creates that stacked box. It's going to be very difficult to get to the outside. Now, the reasoning behind that is, in this case, the running back is on the right. So we want to take the middle linebacker, in this case, Bobby Wagner, move him to the opposite defensive end, and blitz him down. Now, to get pressure, we're going to crash the defensive line to the right and spy the defensive end on the left. So as you see right there, this is a 3-man rush. You're rushing this middle linebacker opposite the running back. You're rushing the defensive tackle and the defensive end on the right of screen. Now the way the run defense works is the the linebacker is going to take this guard. The guard 69 is going to take out and go get Wagner, leaving a wide open hole for us to run into with the safety. So as you see here, simply I come through the A gap, Wagner came through the B gap, and the inside zone was dead. We'll go ahead and set it up again. So as you see here, we're crashing our defensive line right. We are spying the defensive end, blitzing that linebacker. And then, since we're in a hook zone, we have no deep responsibility over the middle of the field. So it's very easy for us to simply shoot down into this gap, make a play on the running back. Now, you may say, well, that's fine, that works out of that play, but what about others? Well, that's the reason we like the other plays. So we'll come out, and this time we'll show it against man up 3 deep. See if we have another inside zone somewhere. It doesn't look like we have another inside zone, so we'll run the same doubles one again. Alright, so baseline show blitz, crash the defensive line to the right, move the linebacker over, and you don't have to blitz him, however I do recommend it. So we'll blitz him, spy the defensive end, and then we'll shoot through this gap. So, as you see here, ran right through the gap, but the linebacker is the one that shot free. Go ahead and show you in the instant replay. So say if I'm even playing back deep, Wagner is the one coming free and making the tackle here. So me shooting that A gap had nothing to do with this inside zone being blown up. So that's pretty much how it works. You do the same concept out of any play. Now, the reason that we are crashing the defensive line to the right and spying the defensive end on the left, that's just to get great pressure and great block shed by these defensive linemen. The spy is the key, and I want to show you why. So, since that spy is going to drop back, what's going to happen is the left tackle and the left guard, after a few seconds, they're going to sprint to the right side of the field. Well, I ran inside zone there, so paid no attention to that. we'll go ahead and do it again with an actual passing play. So here we go. You're going to set it up the same. Going to run a passing play. Now pay attention to the left tackle and the left guard. See how they both sprint to the right? What that's going to do is it's going to force our opponent to roll to the left. And that works in our favor because we're able to then blitz the spy. I'm going to go ahead and show blitz again, show it to you. Alright, so if they're passing, you'll watch this. So you see the crazy block shed first of all, but the linemen, they sprint to the right, which really screws up somebody that likes to sit in the pocket because the pocket's just gone. It's gone for no reason, too. But anyways, excuse me. What will happen when you run this is you have to get really good at blitzing this spy. By blitzing that spy, as soon as the linemen move out of the way, you're going to generate a lot of pressure from block shed, and then them just being forced to roll into a spy, they're not going to have time to really make really good reads. We'll go ahead, we'll hike the ball here. So as soon as you see your opponent sprint to the left, you want to blitz that spy because then they're just a sitting duck. They pretty much, at that point, have to make a read right then and throw the ball. So that's the key to this blitz. You have to, or this scheme really, is you have to get good at blitzing that spy. Now moving along into the other plays that we really like, I want to focus a little bit on the coverage assignments. So when running man up 3 deep, I like to simply press. That way I get the jam on the receivers. I pinch crash the defensive line to the right, and then I spy the defensive end. You could still move that linebacker to the opposite side, and it'll still work the same. You still can shoot that gap against the run, but now we're getting a press on the receivers to throw the timing off. So as you see here, like I said, as soon as they blitz, or as soon as they move slightly out of that pocket, you blitz that spy, and it's ball game. So that is how I like to run man up 3 deep. Now you also have the play cover 3. When running cover 3, you can do the same thing, but you have to worry about this deep responsibility. So what I like to do when I'm running this play is I'd like to blitz this slot corner and play on this middle linebacker. This will give me the ability to shoot the gap, this B gap, to blow up the run, or simply drop back into coverage and lurk that vacated area by that corner. So we'll go ahead, show you the pass play. So pretty much you go to this area and you see the block shed is still stupid good. So that's the stock audibles in this. Now the plays I like that are different are going to be the plays 1 DB blitz and 3 double buzz. So we'll call the man play first. So this play is good for a couple reasons, but pretty much you can blitz very easily out of this, or you can simply zone these people out. You can put them into hooks, flats, purples, doesn't really matter. Hell, you could even put them into deep zones if you wanted to. So it throws the alignment off. Like if a person's expecting something to get open against man coverage, a lot of the times it won't, since your safeties are so far back. So the one thing that is going to be open is going to be slants. So if you start putting hook zones out here, you do a hook flat combo, it's really going to throw the timing off with your opponent. So it would look something like this. Now, you could, as I mentioned, leave them blitzing, which I'll break down in the next video. So one final play to show you is going to be let's see, I want to get the exact play name right. It is 3 double buzz. And I want you to focus on the hooks and the flats on this play. So come to a play with a corner route. Let's Let's see. Alright, so corner strike. Watch how the hook zones and the flat zones play on this. Now, when I run this play, I either play to the inside or I play the sticks. Inside is Y and to the left on the right analog stick, or it's Y or triangle and left 1 or L1 or LB to play the sticks. But anyways, I want you to focus on the zones and how they react. All right. So you see, like they play routes really well. Um, we'll focus on the C route that is on the left. This is a route that typically gets open against anything outside of a cover 2 with a purple or a hook zone, like out there. But if you look at the C route on the left, this safety has just straight jumped to this route, and it's completely boxed. Now, they have the flat pass underneath, but it's an easy hit stick. You just click on hit stick that guy. Same thing over here on the right. The corner route, although it looks open, initially, if you throw that pass, this safety is going to peel back and make a play on that ball. It'll happen 100% of the time, unless you wait until he fully commits to the flat, which, as you see, he doesn't really do until the last minute. So it's a great play that I use in the red zone. It is one of my favorite red zone plays. So we'll go ahead, we'll run it again. And this time we'll play, let's see, where are we at? We will play to the inside. All right. So this is with playing to the inside. So you see, if you try to throw that ball right away, he's completely boxed. Now, he did peel off and he doesn't have the highest awareness, so he ended up not making a play on it. But look at this. That corner out is completely dead at this point. They have to pretty much wait and hope you get a perfect pass to the sideline, otherwise it's a pick. The corner is looking directly at the quarterback. So, like I said, a good corner is going to make a play on that 100% of the time. So that is the way that I run this quarter 3 deep. In the next video, I will break down how to get pressure when you need to out of this formation.